San Luis Obispo Country Club members and golfers, thank you for joining me today to discuss some trials that we have going on throughout the golf course. We have one trial that is aimed towards improving and growing the native roughs. And there's also another trial that we have out that is involving improving wintertime conditions. That's an overseed trial. And then we have a cart path trial where it's something that would be best for best materials for a golf course, something that might be a better complement to a native rough, and then also a material and a system that would allow us to install in-house and also to repair in-house, lowering costs. Okay, so here we're standing in the native grass trial that's to the left of number 4 and to the left of number 8. And we have two different blends of grasses that we're putting out with no kikuyu influence on them. It was once a mulch area. We removed most of the mulch. And what I'm standing amongst is a mulch area where we took the majority of the mulch out to get close to bare soil. There's no kikuyu competition in it. And we put in two different blends. So behind me, we have rebar, and we're going to eventually turn that into construction whiskers. But it's designating a line that's showing one blend of native grasses, and on this side, another blend of native grasses with no irrigation water or any sort of influence. And so what we're seeing already is some differences. Is one side is not getting up very fast and not very dense, and then this other side is much denser and taller stand. We want to see what happens over the next 18 months to 2 years so that it has an opportunity to get up, seed, reseed itself, and then regerminate. Okay, so with this trial, we're observing to see that we have much better winter color with this. That's what urged us to try and do something different, rather than just kikuyu that goes off color. Right now, we're here in the middle of January and we have great weather. We have drains in the fairways that are telling us that we can get out on the golf course immediately after it rains. But then we don't really have great turf conditions. And the kikuyu is just not going to be the answer for a long-term plan for a wintertime solution. And so how do we make that work? And so there's this bentgrass trial is now showing us that we can get good dense turf, consistent turf, and presentable turf by color, and even other things that we'll be seeing that I suspect that we'll be seeing from this is noticing that you might get more ball roll in the wintertime and maybe even in the shoulder months of the winter months. Well, now we have something as an example, as a trial, to see how does the bentgrass work and how can we get there with the bentgrass, with the kikuyu. Take a look, put your feet on it, and see how it looks to you. Okay, here we are on a cart path that we've installed for members that are homeowners to have access to the golf course and to safely get to the golf shop. This is behind the 11th tee and near the 10th green. We have had a couple good storms that would move material that have flushed bunkers, but did not move this material. So that's promising, but we'd still like to have more experiences with storms to see what fits best for us. Over on number 16, which we'll share in this video, is another area where we're trying very like materials. Looks very similar to the eye and the surface, but we've done a couple different things. This one is all DG at the surface, but one half of this has an adhesive applied to it and the other half does not. We have a handful of things that we got to try with the install on this, and materials and learning costs and learning timeline for installation. Whether it's materials to replace, or the other thing that I'm thinking is that if the adhesive works, then it's maybe a once a year apply an adhesive, and maybe that's a set it and forget it each year to protect and preserve cart paths going forward, and to be able to move and shift them as we see fit best for golfing experience. Okay, so to wrap it up, we've talked about the native roughs. We've talked about work that we're looking to improve the wintertime conditions at our golf course. We've talked about the cart paths and how we can find a more feasible way, in-house, ongoing maintenance for cart paths that would be something that might also complement the native roughs that we're working on incorporating. So thank you very much for following along. Thank you for your interest, and continue to follow along as we gather more information and share more moving forward. Have a good day.